Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm an exercise physiologist, and today I want to share with you my blood test results. I had a routine blood work exam, my metabolic panel done a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to share the numbers with you. Why? Because I want to have full disclosure with you guys. I don't want to be promoting a lifestyle that is not healthy. So you'll be able to see what's going on inside my body with these numbers. And hopefully it's encouraging to you to go ahead and get your blood work done because the blood work does not lie. Make sure you ask your doctor for specific things like vitamin D or B12. These are not routine things that they check for in your metabolic panel, but you know, the cholesterol and sugar and all that type of stuff will be involved in that, and we'll go through that today. Okay, the purpose of me sharing this with you is not to make you feel like I'm better than you or that my blood work is superior or anything like that. I was very nervous, and I always am, to get my blood work back because, you know, regardless of how we eat, it doesn't always translate to health to a person. So I think by getting the blood work, we're able to kind of go through a process of elimination of what works for us and what doesn't. So what I've been eating recently has been working for me. My blood work, I'll tell you now, thank God it came back really great. And so I'm going to continue in the way that I've been eating. And the reason why I get concerned is because as many of you know, I don't eat meat. You know, I don't eat beef, chicken, turkey, eggs, dairy, anything like that. I do have salmon on occasion, and that's honestly just because I like it. Okay, so let's get into the blood work. All right, so the first thing I like to have checked is my vitamin B12. So my vitamin B12 was 319. For reference, the normal range is 200 to 1100. Okay, so I am on the lower end of normal. I did decide to get a multivitamin from Garden of Life. I bought it on Amazon about a week ago, and I've taken it this whole week. I'll post more about that in the future if I end up liking it. But that was to address the vitamin B12. And again, I'm within the normal range, just on the lower end at 319. Okay, HbA1c, this is a number that shows us if we're predisposed to diabetes. It was a fasting test. My number was 4.9, and then for reference, the normal range is below 5.7%. Okay. And really, when you're getting blood tests, this is an accumulation of what you've been eating and how you've been living for the previous couple months, 3 months, they say. Okay, so it's not like you can eat bad or treat yourself bad and then the night before try to cram for the exam, right? Maybe eat a salad or something. This is showing what you've been up to for the past couple months, okay? And it takes hard work and dedication, so you should be proud if your numbers are good. Okay, so let's look at my thyroid. So if you guys saw a previous video where I was talking about my thyroid and the issue that I had about 7 or 8 years ago, I was able to rectify that by eliminating soy from my diet. And my thyroid number at that point was just over 5. So it was like 5.8 or something. So it was just above the normal reference range, which is, and this is the TSH, by the way, the thyroid stimulating hormone. The normal range is 0.4 to 4.5. You know, so mine was a little bit above. I stopped eating soy. I started eating a little bit of seaweed, and knock on wood, it's been good ever since. So my number was 2.06, and I'm very proud and happy to see that number. All right. Let's move on to cholesterol. So your cholesterol total should be under 200. Mine was 160. Your HDL cholesterol should be over 50. Mine was 65. How do we get that HDL up, guys? We got to eat healthy fats. Avocado, which I love, nuts in moderation, seeds in moderation. These are just some things that we can do to get that good cholesterol, the HDL, higher. Okay, triglycerides, the normal range is under 140. Mine were 41, and that is very low because I don't eat meat. I don't eat things that have triglycerides. My LDL cholesterol was 83. The normal range is under 100, and my non-HDL cholesterol was 95. It should be under 130, so I fit within that range as well. Okay, so awesome results here. Very, very happy with that. All right, so going back a little bit to the glucose, my glucose was 77, and the normal range is 65 to 99, and that is based on a fasting number. And then we have my creatinine, that is 0.6. The normal range is 0.5 to 0.99. And then my EGFR, that should be greater than 60, and mine was 116. And this has to do with our kidney function, how well we are eliminating toxins and bacteria. Okay. My sodium was 136. The normal range is 135 to 146. My potassium was 4.3. The normal range is 3.5 to 5.3. My chloride, these are electrolytes, was 103. The normal range is 98 to 110. Okay, so far so good. Are you with me? All right, calcium. My calcium was 8.9. The normal range is 8.6 to 10.2. That is on the lower end of normal. So I did buy some vegan cheese that is fortified with calcium and B12, by the way. And I do enjoy that. So I have just a little bit of that every day, and we'll see how that goes. All right, my protein was 6.6. The normal range is 6.1 to 8.1. And then my AST was 22. The normal range was 10 to 30. And then my ALT was 20 with a normal range of 6 to 29. So, you know, my organs are functioning well. My body is eliminating the things it needs to eliminate, and my electrolytes were on point as well. So again, this makes me very, very happy. I don't want to say I'm a hypochondriac, you know, because I feel like that kind of like puts a label on someone. But I am someone who is concerned about their health. And I feel like if you do have a similar condition or a similar interest, okay, because condition also sounds very negative, maybe you're just naturally inclined to think about your health or want to be healthy or wonder if you're doing the right things for your body, okay? So for me, having these numbers is a relief, and it also reinforces that what I'm doing is in fact good for me. And then I was able to adjust a little bit for the things that were on the lower end of normal. Okay, so I hope that was, you know, interesting or educational for you. Now you know a little bit more about me, and I strive to be more transparent in my life so that I can gain healing, as I hopefully can translate that to you and then the people I meet in life every single day. A lot of the times when I'm talking to people or training someone or working with people, it's kind of like it flows both ways, you know. They're there for me to help them. That's what my job is. But then in turn, I also get healing and comfort, and I always learn something in my job, and just, you know, allowing myself to be open. Okay. Now, I wanted to kind of touch a little bit on healing, and, you know, an aspect of healing that we don't always consider, or maybe not at all. And this, you know, is a Christian Bible verse that I'm going to share. It's from the Bible, and the Holy Bible, and it's in regards to the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God, God's Spirit. Okay, we all have a spirit, an essence of who we actually are, and it's not this physical body, it's what's on the inside. So when we're filled with the Spirit of God, we should be filled with the fruits of the Spirit. So I was having a conversation with my youngest sister today about this topic. We were talking about the fruits of the Spirit and how we actually know if somebody has a relationship with God. There's a lot of people out there that claim to be Christians, and I'm not trying to down anyone, because we're all trying in life, we're all doing the best that we can, but really you should be looking at the fruits or the behaviors or the temperament of people that call themselves Christians. People that aren't Christians, they're not held to any standard. They're worldly, they don't have any kind of comparison, okay? Maybe in little sects of their chosen communities or whatever, but within Christianity, what are we looking for? Okay, so the fruit of the Spirit, according to Galatians 5:22 through 23. So, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, which is like patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Okay, so there was something interesting that she said. We kind of highlighted and we honed in on self-control. So by having self-control, how can this translate to health in our bodies? People can have a lot of money or not very much money, okay? People can be famous or can be, as unknown as anybody. It's not really about where we are in life, it's how we react to the things that happen in our lives and how we utilize this concept of self-control. Because if you win the lottery tomorrow and you win $1 million and you don't have self-control, how far do you think that $1 million is going to get you? It's not going to last very long, especially in 2023, okay? Self-control should be with us when we choose what we're going to eat, when we choose where we're going to vacation, when we choose our words. Okay, self-control can be implemented into any situation, and the fruit of this self-control should also be peace, should be love, should be gentleness, self-control and emotions. Okay, this is a lifelong journey that we're on. Okay, we mess up, we do good, we mess up. There's that saying that you shouldn't let yourself praise yourself too much when you do something good, and you shouldn't get down on yourself when you do something poorly. You should have this kind of, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have any emotion, but you should kind of have this healthy perspective about yourself, so that no matter what happens, no matter what you accomplish or not, you're okay and you're kind of content with your circumstances. So self-control is a very vital component when looking at health, when looking at just vitality in life in general. So I challenge you this week to think about how self-controlled you currently are and how you can implement self-control into the next thing you're going to do in your life. And this should be according to your goals in life. So if you have a goal, think about the steps in your life that you need to take in order to get there, and then bring the self-control in to kind of guide you along. Okay, so we need to sometimes not get derailed, but we need to put off that instant gratification so that we can attain the things that we're looking for or wanting in the long term, using that self-control. All right, again, that's Galatians 5:22 through 23. I'll paste it below. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for going through my blood work with me. Again, I just share it to kind of let you know how happy I am and thankful to be healthy. And I pray that you will achieve good health, and do your research to find out how your body thrives. And that's, I believe, by incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your diet. And if that means adding a little bit of meat or doing whatever you have to do to get your blood work in line, I pray that you will find specifically what you need and have the self-control to be able to make that happen. All right, leave a comment if you want. You can send me a private message if you have any questions. I don't know everything. I can look into your question. If I don't know the answer, please share if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.